Around here in the playbook, find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. From the shotgun, Penix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they make the tackle at the 38. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on fourth down and pick up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going. With that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, around to Robinson. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. Another carry for Robinson. And they've got him down near the red zone at the the 22. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Staying with Robinson. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Throwing for the pistol. Penix. Cut near the goal line. And in for the touchdown. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
All lined up and ready to boot this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. And goes to the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Baker now off the play fake. That's Perry on the catch. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Chubb. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, came two sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Here we go. It's Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Tony now to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Penix working from the gun. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Hits his running back. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
They'll run it with Robinson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. First down now. Ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They have second and pretty long here. Play action. Here's Penix. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Penix now on first down. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. That's one he knows he should have had. So that brings up second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Tampa spends its second timeout now. They're down to their final one in this half. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Again, Penix to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Here he goes, third and long. Makes the catch. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. Trying for it with Penix. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another. Harris.
On first down, here's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Part of that defense was flying around and making the play.
He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuck in the run.
Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give him.
Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. Now this is picked up inside the 35. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Here's a screen now for Chubb. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. 20. Chubb gets this from the pistol. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. Now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
All set now, 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And it sets up 2nd down. 20 left. It's Chubb on the toss. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
From the red zone on first. We've got a screen to the running back. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or a premium in this league.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that means 3rd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Buccaneers take a second-quarter lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tony now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone. I mean, things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Into traffic, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. It's the Falcons, needing 8 on 3rd down. third. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And that is a touchdown. The Falcons earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Power squid kick is taken in. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hey, alert! 180! What's up?
Mayfield now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
What's up?
Throwing again is Baker. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Baker out of the pistol. Escapes the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Mayfield to throw again. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal. Baker throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't.
Last 2 passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's 3rd and goal.
180! Alert! What's up?
Once more, it's Mayfield. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that forces them to 4th and goal. The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Aubrey puts it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Kate, I like to call that whole situation right there complimentary football. The defense, they take the ball away. The offense, well, they possess it and drive it a good chunk down the field. And ultimately, well, your kicker delivers with the field goal.
Tony now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. This one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Second and 10, Penix to throw. Escapes out to the left. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Third down, it's Penix. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. And that timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So fourth down, on heads, Braden Mann for the punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. First and 10 now from the 30. Pressure coming, Baker. That one's cut along the left sideline. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers will add to their lead at the end of the half.
I think he'll take his highlights however. He can get him on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Robinson with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Throwing Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Second half's going to start with a run by Chubb. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
180. What's that?
Again, it's Chubb. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48.
Here's Mayfield. Complete to Chubb. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a gain of 3 for them. Still 3rd and 9 coming up.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there. Here we go. It's Mayfield. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. Trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Penix here from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him the possession.
And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Going quickly, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 16-point ball game. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tony now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Penix. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And now it's 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big plays, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. It's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Here we go on 4th down with Penix. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Jump running out of the gun. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Offense in the hurry up here. Play action. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out of the pocket. Got Evans. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Buccaneers make it a 24-point ball game.
Falcons 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tony now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. On the shotgun, Penix. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Penix to throw again on 2nd. He's looking deep once again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. The play clock runs out, so this will be a delay. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Ooh, looks like somebody might have lost track of downs on the sideline. The board only reads third down, but the punt team is out. And he drives this into the pouring rain.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He was taken down.
You know, you call that toss play, it's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
180! What's up?
A give to Chubb, running left. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has it downfield, working the left. Still going inside the 35. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone.
180!
So we're through 3 here. It's Buccaneer football, and this could be over quickly. This lead huge entering the 4th. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Chubb. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Offense to the line. Second down.
180! What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
What's up?
They give inside to Chubb. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Mayfield with a blitz coming. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers keep running away with this. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. He's lifted near that upright, but he gets it to go. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again.
Falcons 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Tony now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Even more problems now as they don't...
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all and I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you don't care if everybody see. A couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. If you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard top career to shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front yard yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the South. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
We
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch your fade. Face covered,
like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I'd probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister at it with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Biz starts up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up, when it's half time she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spent most my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no let. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentley's, little bushy run up cash, double back. Baby, show me what your mama made and make that. Yeah, make that. You got such a pretty face, what I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if you're coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it solid and just being honest. You ain't gotta like me, but gotta respect me, make it. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I
check the doors, check the windows and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see
tree. Why, son of a gun, pay for all I done. Swear they'll get us here, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, went for a drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. flow. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them type right out my window. Blast you with a direct blow. Blow, coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Always shine cause I got the high pro glow. You think that you can hide, you think you can lay low. Roll up on your eye like Hawaii 5-0. Mac out with my dreads in my Kango. Forget them, just pass the. Yo, take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequencies through your stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. When I step up in the place, and yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you feel your neck. I got you all in check. Hey, you know we come through to make the disco jack. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector. In about 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly, I can walk in any spot, every soaking. From a time when the stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'm a simple definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Millionaire King James, Kenneth St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That style like a style of Chris New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to buy. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside it, leave the beat flame. It was Rod Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw these songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod. Suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove. The show's booked up. I chose to take the well over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what the am I doing?
Hey yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright, let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time.